is a game changer right here. What else plugs in there? All right, here's what we got going on. There's a ton of little things that we need to finish up, and that includes all these crusty wiper arms. I was going to sandblast all these guys up, powder coat them, because the whole exterior is like mint now. Well, I like to think it's mint. It's not that mint, but I like to think it's mint. So we're gonna sandblast, powder coat these guys. We also want to pull off our exhaust manifold. She is cracked, and you can hear it when you start it up. And it'll probably be easier to show you guys when I take it off, but it's cracked on a weld right down in there. So I need to pull that off, get that sandblasted, get that welded, and we're gonna Cerakote that guy. And I wanna get that done today because that takes like 3 to 4 days for the Cerakote to cure. And in a few days, I wanna drive the car, so it's only right that we do it today. What else? Is that it? All right, I'm gonna get started with banging out these wiper arms, get them powder coated, and then we can do the manifold. One project done. Straight money, straight fire. This is ink black powder from Prismatic Powders. Look how glossy it is. All right, we're all finished up with the wiper arms. We have our new wiper blades right here. Let's go ahead and get these guys installed on the car, and we can move on to the cracked exhaust manifold. Wiper arms are installed, look absolutely amazing. Now we need to pop off the exhaust manifold. The plan with that is to get it off, sandblast it, bring it down to a welder, have that guy weld it up, come back here. If I need to sandblast the weld again, sandblast the weld again, and then we can Cerakote it. Thankfully, these manifolds are super easy to pop off. 4 bolts up top, bolting the manifold to the turbo, and then there'll be 9 nuts holding the manifold to the head. Manifold is off and sandblasted, and she is ready to be welded. So we're gonna head out to the welder right now. Jared, do you wanna pull off your intake real quick and have that welded? Let's pull that car in the shop, and it needs a bracket welded onto the intake. And it also needs to be powder coated because it's orange. That's a sick ass intake. So this intake, believe it or not, is actually off the Abandoned Evo project. When I put that car back in stock and sold it, I had this intake laying around, and it's actually a fairly decent, like, what was it, speed circuit?
Yeah.
Speed circuit cold air intake, so it doesn't, the filter's not right here like all the other Evos that we have, but it's actually down here in the inner fender. But as you can see right now, we have this janky little zip tie on it. So we're gonna have a bracket welded on that goes from here to there. Let's pop it off quick and go get some welding done. That is one bummy filter you got on here.
Bro, it's pretty bad.
All right, so what we're gonna wanna do, I'm gonna build this L, gonna get it welded onto that guy, and so we can bolt it instead of zip tie it. Bam. Ripped my rod bearings. Big shout out to Raven Pat for always getting me hooked up and getting Jared hooked up. You like your bracket?
I love it.
This guy right here, I just went through, re-sandblasted it, blasted all the areas that he had welded. So this thing's 100% ready to go now. Cerakote does want us to throw it in the oven. I believe it's at 400 degrees for 30 minutes straight. And that is going to just like bake out any impurities in the metal. So the Cerakote, did I even explain that we're Cerakoting this yet? Probably not, I may have, but we are Cerakoting this with C7600 Glacier Black. They want you to bake it in the oven for 30 minutes before you coat it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And after you blast it for the last time, don't touch it with your bare hands. Get some gloves on so you don't get your oil on it. It's actually 300 degrees, not 400. So we're gonna bake this guy out 30 minutes and then we're gonna pull it out, let it cool down completely. And then we need to kind of cover some stuff up in the shop so we don't Cerakote everything else in here. And then we can spray out the Glacier Black. We are ready to start the coating process of the manifold. So everything that we are using for this process right here, I'll link it down below. Cerakote C7600 Glacier Black. And this is just a super cheap Harbor Freight HVLP touch-up spray gun. And they want you to use one with a 0.8 millimeter tip. So that is what we got going on. Obviously be wearing gloves. This stuff is, powder coat is like fairly safe. Cerakote on the other hand, if you breathe this stuff in or get it on your skin, not recommended. So just throw on some gloves. And I would put a long sleeve on if you have one. But I don't have one. On the spec sheet, on the application guide, it shows 45 to 60 minutes to be completely tack free. Until this point, the paint is still wet, so take care not to bump or touch the parts. Parts will be partially cured after 24 hours, so you can, like if you're gonna ship it out, you can ship it out if you're doing that kind of stuff. Fully cured after 5 days. I thought it was 3 days, so we have to wait 5 days before we can run the car. This is very similar to paint on a car, or primer, or clear coat. You have to shake it up a lot. And I made that mistake the first time around when I originally did the Black Evoque manifold. I did not shake it up, I did not read the instructions, and the Cerakote coating only lasted like a month and then it was just destroyed again. So make sure you get it all shaken up. There's a bunch of solids in the bottom that have to be mixed into it. So let me sit you for an hour and do this. Damn it, we got a cracked manifold. I don't know how it was missed. Okay, we just got back. The manifold is welded up. We are going to go ahead and throw the Cerakote in our gun right now. The super nice thing about Cerakote is it's such a thin product. I think it's 1 to 2 mil thick, which a mil is what, 100th or 10th of a millimeter. You don't have to worry about the gasket surfaces at all. If you're coating something that is threaded, you don't have to worry about masking off the threads because it's so thin. We're all finished up Cerakoting that manifold. We went ahead and put it in the enclosed trailer and it's gonna stay there for the next 5 days. Sick. It's now 3 days later. What up? Manifold is all finished up. This thing turned out absolutely amazing. These two pieces are finished up from powder coat. Limitless coatings knocked out of the park with these. So this is the upper strut tower bar and then this is the power brace. That is gonna look insane. We have to run air lines up and over and back down. The sandblaster is now over there, so while I have the truck and this giant ladder in the shop, we're gonna make use of it and just get it done. I don't wanna do it right now, but you know, sometimes in life you just gotta do stuff you don't wanna do. $145. I'm rich. We got our line ran. That was one of the most sketchy things I've done. I had to stand on top of the engine hoist, or the two-poster. So basically, I don't know if I even explained it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I'll explain it again. So we put the sandblaster over here, and the only reason, and we're gonna move that white table over here, just so we can put a car on that side of the end of the two-post, because obviously the car would fit here. All right, let's see if she holds. I just caught a big no-no on my end. Hydraulic line on the top of the lift is rubbing on the cables. That's sketchy. So to finish off, we need to powder coat a ton of other stuff in the engine bay, and that is what we're gonna get started with. This is Jared's intake, got that shipped. We're gonna powder coat that at the same time that we do all this stuff. So here is kind of what we got going on today. Pull the intake off, upper intercooler pipe, muzzle to the lower intercooler pipe as well. We're gonna be going to speed density, so ditch the MAF. We need to get a different filter just to jump right onto the end of the intake. Valve cover will be powder coated, and it's already actually powder coated. So the thing with valve covers, these guys are made out of magnesium, so you cannot use chemical stripper on these, like B17 chemical stripper. It'll dissolve the valve cover. And being that it's powder coated, you cannot sandblast it, or it'll take like 40 years. So the only proper way to do this is with old school paint stripper, which they don't make anymore. So basically our only option is to powder coat over this powder coat, which I don't mind. It's in good shape. It's gonna look really good. Some of this little stuff I'll kind of like try to smooth out a little bit. And it's actually kind of dope because I believe this is the Evo 7 valve cover. Let's pull some stuff off, get some stuff sandblasted, and then, yeah, this is gonna look really good. Yellow, wrinkle black, and the fan cover right here. That's crusty, we're gonna do that too. Shit. We need a freaking bung welded on this intake pipe. Or the, yeah, intercooler pipe, I mean. For the air intake temp sensor. Dual color, I like it. This is all the stuff that is gonna go black. These two pieces right here are for the strut tower bar, and those are gonna go gloss black, not wrinkle black. This guy's gonna go gloss black. All the piping is gonna go wrinkle black. It's like black paint over blue powder over white powder or something weird. All right, time to get out the good stuff. Unfortunately, these strut towers ended up being powder coated. It's a really, I don't know what's going on. But either way, hardly comes off in the sandblaster. I do have just a little bit of this OG aircraft remover left. This is the good old stuff with, there was some sort of special chemical in here. Forget what it was, but there's only a tiny bit left, so hopefully this is enough. All right, we're gonna powder coat the first two pipes. We have intake and part of the upper intercooler pipe. This other section right here, we need to have a bung welded in, so we cannot powder coat this guy yet. Powder we're using is called splatter black. It is equivalent to wrinkle black. Very, very nice color. Has a little like wavy, you know, splatter finish, and it looks sick. Splattered black bakes so much longer than any other regular powder. I'm not sure why, but 20 minutes, 400 degrees. So, and that's after the part. That's after the part reaches 400 degrees, so it'll be like 30 minutes. Where'd I put that valve cover? Oh. Valve cover's done. These three are going ink black, and it's gonna look really, really sick. And then as soon as we're done here, we have to go take pictures of Bobby. Oh yeah, I'm a model tonight. Hell yeah. Good thing I'm in dieting so I don't look so fat. Jesus, well, that sucks. I've never seen that in my life. Looks like oil. Yeah, it's all separated. I guarantee it's something to do with oil. I'm guessing oil was in the oven. I just ruined my parts. So previously, I just powder coated the valve cover and that thing was dripping oil, of course, just a little bit. But I'm guessing some was like already in the oven. Some oil was in the oven and then it like came back up when I put these in because this powder coat job is destroyed. So basically what that means is I'm gonna have to go get these stripped, re-blast them, clean the oven somehow. And then yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have to redo these because right now we have a photo shoot to go do. So that sucks, but you know what? Sometimes in life, it sucks. Me and my inspirational quotes. We're gonna go shoot with Bobby right now for her upcoming launch, which is Elvenwear. And she wants me to be like in some sweaters and stuff. So I'm kind of nervous for that, not gonna lie. All right, so I'm all decked out in the Elven sweater and the pants. And apparently I'm gonna model these boys. And I don't know how. I might show you guys how dumb I look as I try to take photos. Maybe I'll put some on the screen. Maybe not. Hey Haas.
Hi Haas.
When's your launch?
This coming Thursday, October 1st.
You're in trouble. Come here. Come here. You did not pay me well enough to get naked on the site.
Baby, I told you a million times that you needed not to eat your ice cakes so you can shoot shirtless.
This is bullshit. I've never once taken photos with my shirt off.
Did you feel kind of sexy?
No, I felt like a big fat blob. All right, guys, I think we're all finished up for the night. How did I do? Be honest with me. 1 out of 10 on the model scale.
Okay, well you did really good modeling, but I think you could have shaved and like got a haircut and maybe tanned like I had asked, but it's all good. Who cares anyways, right?
Well, anyways. Everything that we did earlier on the car, I'll link it down in the description box below. Powder coat that we used, the Cerakote that we used, all that good stuff, I'll link it down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.